Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Mahomes now to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Forbath, the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. To try again after the sack. Mahomes, and this is caught by Watkins. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. Rush in. Here we go, 47.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a man open down the middle of the field. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
47. Gun. You got 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Here's Prescott. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
After the sack on 1st down, Prescott, he's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Under 10, 10.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. These two teams all tied after one.
Yellow. 15. 55's my guy, 55. Check pass. 6 guy. Nice 7, let's go. Kill. Hey, Rimley. Hey, turn it up.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 37. Showing it. Hey, alert 3. Check 50. 15. 55. Mike 55. Let's go. Mike 55. All you get is a headache. Check motion.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's second down.
We're going to 54 right here.
Prescott to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On third down, it's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. He'll take it at the 42. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From midfield, here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yellow, Argo Blue 80, 57. Come on. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I got you, pop. 55 Mike, got 55. All day, dog. Check. Slam. Hero 15. Wahoo!
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the second try.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Here we go, 46. Check, box it. Here we go, 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Fielded at the 20.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
I got you. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check. Crunch.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yellow. 180. Let's go, defense.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. throwing. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And they'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So that one will be accepted.
Come on now, let's go.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott.
That's a 2nd.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 72 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Let's get it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Attack!
They fake the give, now Mahomes. They'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 31 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Play action now. Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Check. 53, check 53. I'm coming. Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike.
Now Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Prescott now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. To the air again, Prescott. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Just like that.
Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's go, team. Let's go. Check. Shit.
This is the fullback, Sherman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
He's checking. Crack. Check 13.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And cuts out right sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 65 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. That is a dangerous combination right there, as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous, because Hill can run past anyone, so he can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone, he makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Check 52.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like Sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the Sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Prescott now. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to run.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. Complete to Jason Witten. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there, so that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded. A
couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Check four. Watch the safety creep. Over. Roll.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Room here to run. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Mahomes now on the sneak, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Prescott. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Prescott to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. That one goes for 24 yards. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that is going to seal this this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.